Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're doing our general for the week. We're doing them all by element. So today will be all about the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. It'll be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, part of Fortune, Chiron, North Node, any aspect, okay? But also Spirit wants in high aspect only with Mercury, Saturn, Uranus, Jupiter, Pluto, or Neptune. So whatever ones you're following the most right now or feel guided to listen to, do that, okay? It's going to cover that specifically. And just based on that, I can tell that these reads are going to be very all around. Especially with the first word popping up. And I can definitely tell it's also going to be for a lot of different people, okay? But it's definitely going to include tangible and spiritual as well. Okay, so there's obviously some big shifts this week. I can feel it. That's going to involve pretty much every aspect of your being. Okay, so take it how it resonates. All right. Let's see. There was something else too. Yeah, cross watchers are welcome. Always, always. Because it actually helps you on the flip side. We kind of all mirror each other, you know, and sometimes we can't see what we need work on just looking at ourselves, but we can see it in the relationships we have with others, right? So definitely take it how it resonates at this time, okay? Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, okay? Let me know how this works for you. This is definitely something new we're doing a little bit. It's just a little tweak here. So what I've done is I've pulled all the cards for what's happening. And then I'll pause the video about, you know, however long it takes, 10 minutes-ish usually, and we'll pull a bunch for guidance, okay? So if it only resonates a little bit, but you want to listen to the guidance at the end, I'll try to remember the timestamp when the guidance happens. If not, if you can comment down below, that would be totally awesome. I may forget to do that, because I'm not used to doing that with these, okay? So first things up, we've already let Spirit kind of just talk as I was pulling cards, okay? The first word that came up was world. So I was like, I wonder if this is going to be about travel or, you know, global pursuits or, you know, doing things for the greater good. And it just means that this is going to be for a lot of different people, whatever this reading is, okay? There's going to be growth. Beckon, awful, by, really, and travel all showed up together. So travel could be involved for some of you. You may be called to do something, or there may be something that you have learned a lesson from, a scenario with a person, given the awful, okay? That may be testing you, okay? So you'll know what that is if you have been using your intuition and discernment, okay? So you're going to have to really get down to the description of things, really get down to the nitty gritty. Make sure you understand the details of things, okay? And pay attention to any details that come along the way. Spirit's also indicating that you're going to have to go with the flow, okay? Adam may be significant to somebody. There could be a biblical reference for someone, or it could be an actual name of somebody in the situation. First, middle, last, whatever it is, okay? And then destroy came up twice. So there's probably going to have to be more than one situation that needs to be taken down, given a tower moment of, or maybe there's more than one tower moment happening. A sequence of events. Okay, sequence. Interesting. Okay, we'll try to get as much of it in here as possible, Spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and roll for our zodiacs, okay, of who you may be dealing with energy-wise, as well as some planetaries. This will be extra to introduce what this may be. Okay, we have Virgo high aspected. I'm going to go ahead and roll again. We have Libra. We also have Aquarius high aspected. Soil, interesting. Libra again, so Libra highly aspected. Oh my goodness. There may be more than one placement with Virgo. And Scorpio, not high aspected, since I was about to say that, maybe. Maybe it's like they seem like they're more high aspected Scorpio, but not really. Maybe that could just be their sun sign, okay? Let's see, what other placements Could these be in as well? All right. We have Uranus. I had to look. We have Mars. We have South Node, okay? Curtain. Interesting. Soil curtain. That might be an identifier for someone. It could be literal soiled curtains. Might be an identifier of the situation. Maybe some kind of, window treatment that had been ruined, okay? But it could also just be that maybe a dirty curtain's being pulled back or destroyed, right? Of some kind, like a veil, if you will. And you have Pluto. All right, those placements there. All right, so the first cards that came out, we have tea leaf, funnel, period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Okay, I definitely sense that. Famous, something well known. Rat, someone working against you behind your back. Okay. You have horse, short journey. So this may be short spurts, especially if there's a sequence going on. There may be anxiousness. All right. Something about the month of November. So that could be Libra, Scorpio. I think that's right. No, that's Scorpio Sag. Okay, so Libra, Scorpio Sag. I'm a little tired today, guys. Sorry. All right. We have 555 on the shadow side. Okay, as your signs and sinks. Something expected. All right. There may be drama starting with no need or attention seeking energy-wise around you. Okay, so that could be an indication when you see 555. Pay attention to your thoughts, what's going on around you. All right, or whenever you've seen this sign. Okay. It's just an indication for inner childhood wound healing and shadow work, facing fears, sort of realigning yourself, as well as taking accountability, right? So there may be those issues in this scenario. Then you have the color brown, house. So it could have something to do with house, animals, relationship, foundations, and needing to ground or have earthly needs, material needs, security, stability, concentration, or special favor. You also have the color orange. Legal matters, justice, contract, success, career, luck, networking, creativity, optimism, intellect, emotional healing, and energy stimulation. Okay? It could be about those things. And that could also very well be a little bit of hint on what the healing for this will be, the guidance will be. Okay? From your botanical inspirations, we pulled Sweet Pea, blissful pleasure. Follow your bliss and the universe will open doors where there were only walls. So that may be some indication. Maybe there had been some frustration, right? And it's only because it's not for you. There's something better, right? Like the universe is trying to open up better doors for you. That's a quote by Joseph Campbell. Okay? For the Life Purpose Oracle, you have infinite abundance. You're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. So whatever this is going to lead you to purpose, right? And your abundant birthrights, okay? The overall energy, and can also be an identifier in timing, is the full moon in Gemini. Okay, so that would have been around January, okay? Or December, I forget which. The answers you need are coming. You could also be dealing with a Gemini, okay? From the Stargazing Oracle, you have Moon. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, all right? Feelings, moods, femininity, cycles, habits, instinct, mother, the soul, the past, because you do have South Node there too, right? Dreams, comfort, and lineage. Ooh, I'm getting a strong sense of family bonds here as well. So that could be family, could be specific to somebody. There's your South Node again. Life's death, the past, past lives, inborn gifts, what's left unfinished. Maybe something had been punctured, wounded. Okay. It's a lessons not learned and familiarity. Again, with the lessons to be learned. Lunar eclipse, dramatic change, shift in perception, unveiling, disillusion, cycles, endings, beginnings, and transformation. Ooh, are we talking about laws of attraction here? Okay. So think of the things that you've been focused on, right? From past life, I'm going to do this. You have orphan, so maybe you felt left out in the cold regarding a situation, or you are an orphan, or this could be about someone that's been orphaned, okay? Galactic, I really get a sense of that world energy with galactic here. Just something for the greater good, all around, um, for more than one person. There's more than one situation. There's more than one thing to work on, more than one lesson, more than one wound. And it could be a lot of the latter too. Okay. So, okay, so pay attention to what's going on audibly for you, okay? That's your clairaudience might be kicking in. You might have to listen, all right? Also, forgiveness and lessons. Alrighty, just hitting it on the nose there, really on the nose, Spirit. All right. Next up, you have 8th house. So the 8th house may be significant in any of the placements mentioned, okay? Endings and beginnings, all right? Clearing out the clutter, so to speak, spiritually and physically, all right? Card number 4, Venus, love. So, and we also got 5, Mars, force. There's your masculine, feminine energy. So maybe this might be also someone who's needing to balance their masculine, feminine energy out, right? And there might need to be some things cleared out in order to recalibrate it, right? That's interesting that those two popped up together. From Izzy's deck, all right, I don't know how I'm going to do all that, but we'll figure it out, all right? You have Highway to Hell, so somebody's obviously heading in the wrong direction. You did have Divine Feminine and Masculine come out. You also have the using your intuition and tapping into your inner moon goddess energy here, along with the emotions, paying attention to your dreams. Moon again, so again, Cancer, all right? And protect yourself, okay? So it might also be a need to also up your energy protection and cleansing practices as well during this time. Sort of just remove what no longer serves so you can make room, right? And clean everything out so you can heal wounds a little easier, okay? There may be a few short journeys going on. Someone working against you behind your back. We'll find out. We'll see what that is, okay? Also from Izzy's deck, you had Aries. So Aries, Cancer, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo. Anyone else? Okay, I think that's it so far. All right. So from the Kipper, we have Distant Horizons, card number 36, okay? So I'm like, all right, this could be anything. You know, a lot of us have different stories. So it could be talking about what's in your dreams. It could talk about travels. It could talk about that global worldly energy, right? Just a whole bunch of people collectively working on similar things, right? So I had to clarify. And we have Community, 39, breaks down to 812, which breaks down to a 3, and 35, 8, Pathway. So yeah, this is definitely something for the collective greater good too, for their journeys, their life purposes, okay? That could be one aspect. Another aspect, 19, breaks down to a 10 with the coffin here. And I'm like, okay, this could be a death. This could be an ending. Just be endings and new beginnings. Something closing out, a cycle closing, karmic cycles closing, right? Clarified by family. I definitely picked that up earlier too. Okay, so you could be dealing with those that were close to you for the longest, okay? So it doesn't necessarily have to be biological. It could be platonic. It could be close connections, acquaintances you've known forever and ever and ever. Guilty. Maybe those that are guilty of something. Ooh, that might be something specific to someone. You also have number 10 here again with journey, travel, deciding where to go, who to stay, who to leave, etc., okay? Then you have High Honor, 25 breaks down to a 7, a very lucky number and definitely divinely guided. I really picked on that to clarify, yes, good fate here, right? Good karma. 11, 777 again, right? Sudden wealth could actually be good luck in the tangible with something tangible like money, right? Okay. All right. Let's not do that. I pulled from the Bluebird Norman. First card out again was Coffin, right? 9 of Pentacles here. Excuse me. That is Virgo energy, okay? Illness is known, sickness is near, fate has its own ending to fear. You lose your money, all's hopeless to you, and what sadness is your courage fails too. I mostly, for you, did not get the sickness or the losing money. This felt more like fate has its own ending to fear, because you have fate here. Something's fated that's positive for you, right? And it could be like, ooh, is this something I don't know if I'm ready for this? You know, you need a little courage, right? But this could also just indicate the situations that need to end that have been bogging you down, right? Something that's in your south node. So maybe things that have been making you sick or ill, right? In the past, right? Stressing you out, whatever it is, okay? Things that have been just, you know, draining your, hemorrhaging your, you know, your wallet, that kind of thing. Financial hemorrhages somewhere, leaks, you know. Then you have good news here with the Page of Cups, okay? That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Number 24, oh, it's number 8. 24, the heart is a symbol of fulfillment and joy. Romance is in full bloom for you to enjoy, so that's a possibility for someone. Serenity rests deep in thy heart. Loving yourself is where it should start, okay? This could also, for some reason, I just picked up heart chakra. The heart chakra might need work. I wouldn't be surprised if that comes out with your guidance, okay? So that could also be good messages coming in. And you do have a King of Cups here, also Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energy. Okay, number 4, stately house beyond the gate bestows stability upon your fate. And love and play, your chance to win depends on how you first begin. So this is all about your stability, right? And looking as a total as well, this talks about stability being kind of shooken up, right? So almost like threatened, if you will. And maybe this good news saves it, right? Like maybe there's something in this situation that brings you back out of it, okay? Let's see, cheek. What's going on, cheek? And Paula might be significant to someone, okay? Maybe her cheeks are significant. Recognizable, identifiable. All right. To clarify coffin, we have the 6 of Swords here, okay? Excuse me. That is Aquarius energy, all right? Again, with your stability. 10, interesting. 19 breaks down to a 10. You're funny. Okay, a lone tower stands confident and secure. Ground your strength in all that is pure. When troubles surround, weakness may come. Problems that abound, you must overcome. So that's definitely that courage energy, right? And something faded. The 6 of Swords is also moving on to calmer waters, right? Going on to something that's less chaotic. Sort of closing out things that aren't meant for you and going towards things that are. Going on to calmer waters, right? But it also mimics the house here. So there may have some connection with this energy, okay? The Page of Cups that clarified is 8 of Wands, definitely communication and fast. And it may be something financial or just something that'll make you feel strong, because you do have use your power to be strong and fair. It may be something that will give you more confidence. Rope, interesting. Yeah, I definitely sense this may be a blessing. Just got a notification talking about blessings. So that's definitely what I'm thinking it may be. Okay. Then I pulled one card from for each scenario. Again, same situation here from the Doggo Tarot. This should describe personality, okay, as well as people and situations, just overall. So you have the 5 of Pentacles here. There's your, feeling left out in the cold energy, right? The 5 of Pentacles is, if I can remember, Taurus energy. Okay, so you might be dealing with a Taurus as well. Okay, somewhere in these other signs. Okay, not just Sun, Moon. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and read you personality. See if there's anything specific, because it's gonna be specific to this deck. Spirit wants. All right. There's a sense of waiting with this card too. I pick up on that. So you might have to, some of you might have to wait a bit. Seam web. Maybe things are being kind of tied together. Maybe there's a web of stuff going on outside of you that needs to work itself out first. Okay. That's where that waiting energy is coming from. So financial difficulties, struggle, drained resources, isolation, and seeking refuge. That may be it for you, okay? As far as what you need to do. But you could also be just dealing with a scenario that's been put out, right? Put out in the cold. Could be financial, or draining, some kind of drained resource of some kind. And if you're dealing with individuals that are in this energy, it may be just, they're just being extra and you're tired, right? Like I can see that, okay? The second one popped up is, excuse me, Knight of Wands. So you've got more Aries, Leo, Sag energy here, and communication, quick communication, passionate, definitely excited. I'm seeing more excitement with that card than anything else. The look on that dog's face. Surprised his tongue's not hanging out. Like it's almost goofy, right? So that could be describing somebody in your situation. All right. So you have taking action, energy, lust for life, impulsive, seeking glory, passionate, impatient, and daring. So yeah, maybe there had been a period of pause, right? Maybe somebody's antsy now. This reminds me of the energy, what happens with cats sleeping all day, and then all of a sudden they have the zoomies for no reason. Maybe you know somebody, maybe somebody has cats or something, or they remind you of cat-like behavior. Then you also have the Four of Wands, happy home, celebration, marriage, connections, groupings, party time. But big party time, not like Three of Cups just hanging out over some glasses of vino, watching, Netflix and chill. But now this is like big party event type of energy, okay? It is also Aries energy. Celebration, stability, again with the stability here, good fortune, harmonious home, community, and marriage. And you got community here too. So it could very well be relationship. But I'm definitely more sensing like, a big family or something, right? Like there's all these different personalities and different issues and everybody's kind of interconnected in some way. And you got to find balance with it all, right? And if you're going through an awakening, that's going to be definitely shooken up a little bit. Because what used to be palatable is going to start to become a little bit more challenging. And you're going to probably need to go within, get the answers that you need, because they are coming. And there's probably some I'm seeing a lot of small little lessons going on here. Like patience and perseverance and inner power, inner strength, forgiveness, obviously, patience. So I wouldn't be too surprised if a lot of those could pop up in the guidance for you, okay? So hopefully that describes it for you really well. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and then we're going to go pull cards for guidance now, okay? Okay, guys, almost done here. Spirit's talking, so I'm going to go ahead and read off. We had Tomb and Kennedy. Those could be maybe some identifier. Did somebody visit a Kennedy's tomb? That could be a specific identifier. Or Kennedy could be specific. Could also mean surrounding a death, perhaps. Okay? And lot. So there might be a lot. Shrug. You might have to let go of a lot. Shrug it off, right? Okay. I'm going to leave these up too because they do kind of give an idea of what healing needs to be done. All right, Spirit, let's talk healing. Okay, let's pull out 3 lessons. Soul Journey lesson cards, please. Guidance for the collective, please. Thank you. All right, we have fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. We have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. No, I'm going to put these up here. This would be a good background. All right, one more. And we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Might have to shrug off things to fix them. Is that what you're suggesting? All right. What else? Let's get some masculine and feminine energy going on here too. I'll grab the books if I need them. All right, let's go reversal on this as well. We'll also do the shadow side. All right, one more. Masculine energy, please. Dudes, how say you? All right. We have Aries war in the shadow side. Okay. Definitely could be dealing with, you know, that Mars energy. All right. Aries is Mars. Please out. Okay. Maybe you might have to work quickly on something. Remove it from a situation. All right. Aries is also Aries. Mars energy, right? Mars is also in retrograde since Gemini showed up in Gemini, but it's on the like shadow side and it will be that way until March. So bear that in mind. Okay. March is Aries season as well. Okay. All right. Feminine energy. That's a card of just picking your battles, but there's more to it. And you have Freya. I'm going to put him in the upright so you can see it. Boldness. Taking charge. Fearlessly. She's got your back. Love it. So there's your courage, right? Just know that you have it. You have strength from the the upper ups. There, the higher ups. There you go. You're never alone, right? You got spirit. And your team, your army. All right, Aries. There may be a battle ahead. Learn the rules of engagement. Okay? You might have a lot of little battles too. This could be a full-out war, like a family situation as well. That Spirit's kind of letting you know you might have to like duck out and tag out or something along those lines, okay? But that kind of gives you an idea. Wars are usually never between one-on-one, right? They're usually like huge groupings of people against huge groupings of people. So be mindful. He came up in the shadow side. All right. War still rages in many places on Earth. Man has not yet learned to control his Aries-like urges. However, the wars we rage within ourselves are possibly more destructive than those that take place on physical battlefields. If resentment poisons your blood, if the sword of rage pierces the peace inside you, if irrationality stains your judgment, you may well be feeling a little of the eyes of Aries upon you. Remember, there are usually other ways of dealing with the situation than going to war. But if you do, remember that there are always rules of engagement. So there could be someone coming in to do that, all right, and you might have to kind of like work around it. It may be energy just surrounding you at this time, or you could actually be like targeted for war, okay? So just to cover all angles here. On the shadow side, the masculine attributes of aggression and bloodlust make this energy very destructive. Few of us actually will ever need to call upon this kind of energy to fight and protect ourselves. Yet it is truly within us. It seems we are Aries' children after all, so you might have to actually get protective, right? You did have protect yourself, and Highway to Hell popped out as well. Some societies and individuals still see physical conquest as the way to prove manhood and strength. So maybe you might be dealing with some toxic masculinity going on with someone in a situation. That could very well be a thing. That is definitely a masculine wound. That's collectively been a karmic cycle generationally for a long time, okay? And we all have that. There are other ways equally as testing and honorable. All right. Let's pull from the shadow side. Should there be anywhere? Maybe somebody's going to point the finger at somebody and try to out someone, okay? That might be an identifier in this situation as well. Okay, let's see. Let's get 3 Spirit. We need a little bit more room here. Okay. All right, you have movement 29. Breaks down to an 11 manifestation number there. It's just getting moving and grooving. Maybe things are going to get moving and grooving. Let's see what else she says in this book. Still trying to remember this book. Oh, here's a time of change and movement, a symbol for wonderful surprises. So if you've been waiting for something, you'll soon have clarity. Calm behind, okay. You will get answers you thought would never come, and you will move closer to things that were out of reach before. Okay, so that might be a clue for somebody, okay. Perhaps this card predicts a trip that you've wanted to take. The symbol for movement can indicate both a change of scene and a real shift in direction in life. This wonderful change is now possible. Time to make a move. Then you have number 15, fragment. I'm actually leaving images up for you. Horses might be significant to somebody. 29, 11, 15, 6 so far. Okay. Sometimes it seems that life is split into so many parts, all of them separate and difficult to bring together. Family, friends, work, study are all brought up, so this may indicate that situation as well. Activities can all seem unrelated to each other. Seem being the operative term. You are always whole, even if at times things feel separate and fragmented. So if you're feeling, maybe there's this busy energy, sort of like chaotic energy. Ooh, is somebody going to hunt the situation down? Okay, someone that's known to be a hunter, maybe they target people a lot. That might be an identifier as well. All right. Picked. Okay, that's confirmation. All right. Know that all moving parts of your life are important. If the one you're thinking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings clarity. So aim for clarity for sure. You got clarity across both. Okay. Take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of the truth. So maybe they're going to come in chaotic as well and only giving bits and pieces of things. Wonder what the agenda might be, right? I would not move forward until you have all the info pieces, okay? Because they may be showing you a fragment of the truth. See the big picture through your third eye, no matter what, as well, okay? You also have, ooh, they might be a novice of some kind of degree or another. This may actually be an opportunity as well to teach. Number one, that's a new beginning, the fledgling. You could also be the fledgling yourself as well. This is a time of learning new things. To remember that you cannot know things until you have experienced them, so this might be very important for your growth. Growth was the second word on this list. Wheat, hit. I immediately heard grain of salt with wheat. Grain of salt. Word association is so fun. So you might have to take things with a grain of salt. Okay. Maybe it's a grain of salt. Since someone wants to go to war. Okay. Too funny. All right. Now's the time for being gentle with yourself as you step into your destiny to become the beautiful person you're meant to be. This is a sign of new growth and wonderful new opportunities. Step forward with curiosity and a willingness to learn and discover. So try to see through the situation, not at it. Okay? I'm also getting a sense, live in the energy of love. Typically when we look at things, our ego tends to take over, right? And when that's how we get fearful because, we don't know what we're looking at. We don't know if we can trust it, but if you see through things transparently, you can actually see the good in all things, right? What's beyond the surface here, right? They may be wearing a mask coming in. They might have one of those war masks, right? Those battle masks. All right. That may be a significant thing for somebody as well. Maybe some sort of heritage, since family has been talked up as well. Maybe there's some tribal aspect here, okay? Let's get a few from the Halloween Oracle. This actually kind of reminds me of the dream I had last night, even though I couldn't really make heads or tails of it because it was such a hot mess. But it was a lower self dream that I had. And it's just another one of, me and my husband. it almost felt like we were in the center of Times Square with a whole bunch of busy people, you know, walking everywhere like on a midday at lunch on a Monday, like the beginning of a work week. Engage. All right. And there's just a lot of stuff going on around. It was almost like we were tourists. So that may have some of that energy here for you too. You might be like a fly on the wall when this battle commences. Okay. So be mindful of that. It just may be a lot of people or a lot of situations, a lot of different things going on, a lot of things to be sort of managed or micromanaged or worked through, right? Like a lot of little things. Let's get through, Spirit. Engage. You may have to engage with some of it. I was just thinking of part of the dream where we did have to engage. Like we had to cross the street, right? Through a whole crowd. And nobody was pushing the button to walk across the street, right? That was one part where we did engage, okay? All right, so the first one out, you have the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. This definitely has some rebirth energy here, okay? There's your ending again. Black Hat, fortune meets opportunity. So there's an opportunity coming your way. It's best if you're prepared, and I guess this could very well be that preparation, okay? Look, the heads up. But you are protected. You do have the Black Cat here. And the veil, the future, seeing through things, right? Okay. Let's see what else the veil has. There's one other thing. Okay. You might be tapping in with ancestors too. Okay. The fineness of the veil meant that ancestors were closer than ever, and even the gods would be close. This would mean that communications from the dead were more likely to occur, and a divination. Okay, you might want to divinate. You might want to do your own divinations or access more divination at this time, okay? That may be how you might get more details, right? Like more clarity. Also know that the other worlds are close. You're never alone, right? Listen in particular to what messages may come forth around your future, and dreams were talked about heavy as well. I mentioned my dreams. So you may want to pay attention to your dreams as well. There might be little, hint nudges in there, okay? Look to what you want to happen, plan, set intentions, and think big, okay? You might have to stop, pause. Is that a reference to the underworld, Spirit? And go within and do the dang thing. Let's get 3 from the mermaids. What else? What else does Claire need to know at this time regarding guidance of this situation? And it could be a lot of folks just not responding really well to Mars being in retrograde on the shadow side. Okay, this could be some residual thing happening as well. So all those identifiers could also help you kind of identify who might be affected by that energy right now, okay? Especially if any of their signs, are Mars, Gemini, okay? It also affects Chiron. What else did it affect? Oh, I did a whole video on it, guys. Ages ago, because it started last year. So you might want to check out the Mars in retrograde video as well. It's in the Planetary energy playlist. All right, let's get through, please. All right, thank you. Yep, ask for help. Talks about you giving and receiving help, right? You might need to tap in. That could very well be that divination there for you as well. It could be that you are offering it as well to somebody else, or they might need help, okay? Dreams are hugely important, okay? I want you to see these cards. And solitude, going within, all right? There's some more clarification there. Let's get 4 chakra cards, Spirit, please and thank you. What else? Okay, that makes sense. Uh-huh. Okay, yep. Let's see what this first one is. 35, soul healing. And I will read that one. Hold on a sec. Because that means a lot of little things. You also have 21, communication. Let's just start here. And 6, balance. And 31, peace. 31 breaks down to a 4, 3, 8 as well. Okay, so those numbers could be significant as well. Birth dates, birth months, special numbers, life path numbers, identifying numbers like door numbers or favorite numbers or soul urge numbers. That could be one as well, okay? So take it how it resonates. 35, soul healing. Soul star chakra. Ooh, I get a sense that you're going to have some sort of upgrade through this as well. Typically will be. All right. Deep soul healing is at hand. Your soul is an all-powerful conscious aspect of your being and is currently undergoing a healing process. This awakening can sometimes stir up things in your life as it creates the change required to expand to a higher state of awareness. You are undergoing a rite of passage where the things that are not working in your life are being reviewed. Know that this chaos is a positive thing. It is what is required at this time. There is a divine order to this chaos, and you're being asked to trust, listen, and action the loving guidance from your soul. Your soul holds the medicine for you to heal and knows what's best for you. It's a time of deep cleansing, and you're encouraged to let go of the old as you make way for the new. Soul healing allows for healing on all levels of your being, emotional, physical, spiritual, and mental. A complete cleansing on all levels, aspects, and state of being. Be very gentle and kind to yourself as you transit through this very powerful and important time. Be sure to nurture yourself through this process, giving yourself lots of love and care. Listen to the messages your body and soul are offering you and follow through on this guidance. Amazing awakening is happening for you right now, and soon you will reap the rewards. And I did see a ton of 8s, so that could be confirmation of that for someone as well. If you've been seeing 8s, know that this process you are currently undergoing is a powerful injection of positive light from your soul as you heal deeply, okay? Then you also have communication, throat chakra. Should I just do that? You have communication, throat chakra. It's also about listening, and it's effective communication. So there may be a lot of verbal communication going on here. This would be good to keep your throat chakra on point, okay? So the gist of that card. You also have card number 6, balance. This is all about balancing that masculine, feminine energy, right? We have both Mars and Venus pop up, but this could be all chakras as well. The whole kit and caboodle with your root, starting with your root chakra on up, okay? In fact, since I'm seeing it now, yeah, you have root chakra all the way to your soul star chakra. Classify. So all of those. Oddly, not the earth star chakra. Although you're probably going to want to have the earth around. She's helpful. So let's see what else balance has for you. Balance is required somewhere in your life. Mastering balance is certainly a work in progress and a powerful master key to a more harmonious and enjoyable life. We live in a physical world of polarity with day and night, hot and cold, and the forces of nature are constantly working towards a state of balance in everything. Living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. When you can walk your path with no judgment and realize that everything has an opposite, life becomes less stressful and flows with ease and grace. Okay, let's see. Take a moment to see what is out of balance in your life. That'll give you a clue as to what needs work on, okay? It could be thoughts in your head, relationships, work, family, or a new project you're working on. Once you find where the balance is required, take action and positive steps to allow the natural flow to occur. There is an old saying that too much of a good thing is not always the best medicine. Balance is the key. Yeah, you want to Goldilocks the situation. Just right. Right? Okay. It's time to let go and stop pushing or trying too hard. Surrender and allow balance to bless your life. This card can also indicate that balance may already be present and you've been taking the right steps, okay? You may be fine. It may be somebody joined. Yes. Okay. Somebody may be joining the party that isn't balanced, okay? Aim for that peace, okay? That's a pretty self-explanatory card. I'll stick you here. All right? Okay. Okay, let's pull from the ancestors' spirit. And let's get some more guidance regarding this situation, spirit. Anything else the collective can do at this time or be aware of? We'll get 3, please. Okay, you have open to love, relationships, passion, and fulfillment. I'm trying to read it upside down. Ooh, okay. All right. Open to love, relationships, passion, fulfillment. You have balance yourself, direction, growth, and life stages. And go after your goals. Persist, encourage, and advance. All right. So have that inner strength there, right? Okay. Okay. Let's get a few. Bull. Watch out for bullpucky, or maybe dealing with a Taurus. All right. Let's get a few from the New Orleans Oracle, please, Spirit. Create your reality, number 33. Number 1, power with your inner strength and confidence. And number 3, let loose. Go have fun. All right. Love it. Love it, love it. What you put your thoughts on, you manifest, right? That's basically what that card's all about. And let loose. Have fun. And that's Marie Laveau. She was an astute businesswoman. And she also helped people spiritually. And I'd like to think of her as an ascended master. So you definitely are not alone in this situation. You may very well have a connection with Marie Laveau. But I only say that because she's coming out in this deck anyway. But just letting you know that your ascended masters are there for you as well. And the snake does represent healing as well. So she was definitely all about that. But you are also just strong. Pink might be an important color for you at this time. Pink, huh? It's also a sacral color, the sacral chakra color. There might be some nurturing energy. Maybe there's a mother figure that might remind you of Marie Laveau, ancestrally, that has crossed over. Okay? Let's get some final guidance from Beyond Memoria, Spirit. Last call for words. Anything else for the collective at this time? I'll do a recap after. All right, one please. All right, thank you. You have number 16 breaks down to a 7. Loving compassion. I just saw the happiness. All right. Get that book. All right, here we go. Unconditional love, empathy, compassion, care, friendliness, goodwill, benevolence, beyond duality, safe space, forgiveness through expanded perspectives, open-hearted joy. This card invites you to bring more loving to the situation at hand, whether it's towards yourself or someone connected to the question. It may imply a need for forgiveness. We've seen that already, right? Or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. And we've got a lot of that global energy, right? We've seen the world. Oh gosh, there's been so many things to suggest that. Distant Horizons does talk about the world, global things, okay? All right. This card is a reminder that you are loved and have infinite access to the gentle yet powerful force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, I did see heart chakra energy pop up as well, okay? Think about those you love and moments with them where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole world is infused with this beautiful, warm, and loving feeling. So in other words, don't give up on everybody, right? See if you can repair rather than deduct. Okay? Is that the nicest way of saying it? Repurpose, right? Reuse rather than reduce or trash. Thinking of recycling now. You're funny. That might be an identifier for somebody. All right. Maybe you know somebody in this situation that's really like all pro earth, right? Okay. Loving kindness is one of the greatest forces available to us on earth. It has the ability to transform all. Unconditional love is the vibration most closely aligned with God or the divine. Ooh, cattle. Interesting. Maybe they eat meat, or maybe they're against eating meat. What direction is it, Spirit? All right. When we allow ourselves to drop deep into heart space, we feel interconnected and in a state of oneness. As we choose to direct our lives with love, all that is not real or serving us will drop away. Conflicts resolve, power struggles dissolve, and a sense of inner peace and comfort will radiate from within. Love is the root of happiness. When we can fluidly give and receive with the ease of breathing in and out, we can fly freely. Loving compassion is a fundamental element in the balance of life. It holds the seeds of the new paradigm of evolution. When doing hands-on healing, this is the force we call on. It is a life force energy or God essence, and it brings healing, vitality, and transformation to everything it touches. When we manifest or affirm something into the world from a place of love, the reasoning imbued in the statement will reflect our intent. Again, creating your reality, right? If we manifest from fear, our journey will bring all the learning needed to gear us back into love. Unconditional love transcends duality. It sees beyond reasoning and situation to allow new stories to be told and for new beginnings to emerge. It transmutes all that is out of balance back to 0 point and bridges heaven and earth. So not all is lost with folks, right? They may be just on that highway to hell because they're not thinking straight. They may have bloodlust, right? Which is a form of its own goggles, right? I wouldn't say they're rose tinted. I'd say they're red colored. They see war. And in fact, that makes me think of the rose tinted glasses reference regarding roosters, right? So they don't peck each other. Interesting. Huh. Maybe their glasses had fallen off and then went out of control. Maybe it's more about impulse with this person rather than instinct rather than intellect. That's what I was thinking. Okay? That might mean something for somebody. All right. 40 might also be significant as a number. Anything else, Spirit? Last call. I heard the beepity beeps. Walk now. So that could also just mean go for walks, right? Literally. But get moving. You got movement, right? All right. There you go, guys. Hopefully that helps. Have a good one. Check your other placements. Bye.